Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Madani. What time is it? Lecture time or?
34, yeah.
34 is lecture time? More or less?
45, 34.
45, 34. Sounds like a police code. This is 45, 34. What do you think, Prabhu? Should they do the lecture or more kirtan?
I'm not the boss.
We can start singing Jai Radha
And then there will be.
do a little more Hare Krishna. That's
Then let's do that.
twice.
Let's do that. Then it's me again. Sorry. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha
Krishna
introduce me, stream. Right. So it's me again. All day it's me. Imagine myself. 47 years was just me. It gets boring. After a while. Hare Krishna. Right, so I was asked to give the talk, and so I agreed. That's why I'm here.
Haribol.
Right. So I thought, since I didn't have too much time to prepare. Oh. Right. Sorry. Should we get the model? There's a model.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's not needed, but someone made it. Some nice lady made it. It would be a shame to let it go to waste. I saw my Guru Maharaj getting a garland, and he wore it for the whole day. The whole day he wore the garland. So I always thought, wow, he really appreciates the garland. Because I saw other devotees, they get the garland, and sometimes they just take it off. Right? But it's nice, someone made the garland. Spent, what, half an hour to make the garland. Thank you so much. Right. Are we good with the stream?
I think so. It's a little crazy.
Oh, it's following Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the center now.
Oh, that's completely wrong.
You want to...
I don't know how this thing works. I just.
You got a new camera?
got it, yeah.
Oh,
But,
maybe you should just... I mean... I don't know, right. There I am. Hello.
that's better.
How embarrassing. Yes. Yes, so I was asked to speak and I didn't have so much time to prepare. It was a busy weekend with many things. Hey, come back. There you are. Right.
Yeah, I'll take a picture.
Nobody moved. Yes. Wow, professional. Yeah, so there wasn't so much time to prepare, so I thought I would just do the, when you sometimes you're asked to speak, and then Brahmanya Prabhu, who's in the kitchen now, he suggested just do a safe verse, a safe verse. So then I thought I would pick my favorite verse. And it's a very nice verse. Actually, I have two favorite verses. I chose one of them. The other one is earlier. Kina Kshatriya Krishna. That's one of the favorites, but I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do the other one, which I also think is very nice. Oh, really likes Bhagavatam Prabhu this camera.
How is it made again?
Technology.
Artificial intelligence.
Well, right.
It's good.
Well, it's me, so I guess it's okay. Is there any new people? One new person. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm addressing you now. This lecture is for you. There is only veterans. There is only veterans. Yes. So, what we do is that we speak from the Bhagavad Gita. It's a nice book. It's a conversation, right? And it was written down. It was spoken 5,000 years back. So it's old, very old. And then it was written down to be preserved for times like this. When one wants to speak something about Krishna, then this is the go-to book. If you don't have it, it's nice to acquire. We have in several different languages. What's your native tongue? Hindi. So we have in Hindi also, if you know. And you probably know the book, but the point with this particular edition is that it is called As It Is. So the author, or should we say the person who translated it from Sanskrit to English, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Srila Prabhupada, who is our founder Acharya of Iskcon. Right? You might have heard of him. He made a point of calling his edition as it is. And the point being that he did not put any of his own interpretations in the book. He wanted to present it as it was spoken by Krishna, unadulterated. So, and then of course it is the responsibility of the speaker to follow in that tradition. When one sits on the Vyas asana, the seat of the asana, that is quite a responsibility, but we're trying. Have you ever heard of battlefield commission? Yes, so that in war, when everyone has died and there's no one left, there's just the private and the corporal. And they're given the colors, they're given the goal. You're the generals now. There's no one else. You have to do it. It's not that they're very qualified. There's just no one else. So in the same way, we're speaking today. Of course, there are more qualified people living in this assembly, but somehow now I'm speaking. And we will consult this wonderful verse, which I like very much. But first, we should do the invocation, which is the proper way of starting the lecture, offering obeisances to the previous teachers and to Krishna. So it goes as follows. Magyana Tivedmena Tasmai Sri Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantika Mandaham Sri Guru Sri Utapada Kamlam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagar Jatam Saguna Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sachivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Prajana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitam Scha Manchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubheva-cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Right. So this verse appears in the 11th chapter, and it's the 31st verse. The 11th chapter is my favorite chapter. It's an interesting chapter, revealing something amazing, something unheard of, something previously not known. Yet somehow Krishna shows Arjuna, his friend, the universal form, the complete form of everything, where everything is included. So imagine, there is definitely God and the jiva souls, us. But God is everything. And the everything has a form. So that is very interesting. It becomes quite philosophical if you think about it. So anyway, Arjuna is there on the chariot. Krishna shows the universal form. First, he shows the form of the Virat Rupa, the form of everything, right? The universal, the whole cosmic manifestation in one. And then Arjuna, from being seated on the chariot, being a friend of Krishna, when he sees the universal form, the mood shifts, and Arjuna becomes awestruck, and he becomes, although he's usually like a friend of Krishna, they're playing around, eating together, sitting together, enjoying some relaxed talk. Now he offers prayers to Krishna, seeing him as the supreme. And then again it shifts, and the universal form adjusts, and Krishna shows the form of time. And the form of time is very fierce. we all know. Time is ticking, as they say, and it's not so pretty. Recently I looked in the mirror and I could see some gray hairs on my scalp, and I was thinking, wow, time really flew by. I remember being so young and beautiful, and now I'm old and ugly. No, I'm just kidding. Old. And so time is like what Arjuna sees is the all-devouring giant. And he sees the Kurus, right? His family, the demigods, the demons, everything plunging head first into the gaping mouth of the form of time. Eyes blazing, fire coming out of the mouth, razor-sharp teeth. So he was very fearful. He's a great warrior. He's very accomplished. He fought Parashuram, he fought Lord Shiva, he fought Indra, he fought everyone. But now, seeing this form, he becomes very fearful. And he actually prays to Krishna, come back to the form I know. This is too much, come back. So Krishna comes back. But during that time where we ask Krishna to come back, he makes a very interesting statement, and this is my favorite verse, so I'll read it to you. The Sanskrit is as follows. Akyahi me kobavan ugrarupo namostu te devavara prasida vidyatum ichami bhavantam adyam nahi prajanami tava pravritim. So the verse is, O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primeval Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. So there's no purport. However, Arjuna here makes a very, very nice statement. He expresses the very essence of being a devotee. He asks Krishna, what is your mission? What is your mission? I have my mission. And I may have many, many desires. I may have many, many hankerings or wants or needs. I may have many, many experiences. Imagine, we're wandering in this universe, and we're taking different bodies according to our karma. And we have many, many, many different experiences. One might imagine in the bottom of the ocean, deep, deep down, very deep, on the very bottom, there are these creatures. Right? Imagine the clawed creature. And the consciousness of this creature is just eat, kill, procreate, kill, eat, procreate. It's the creature's whole existence. A shelled, ugly, very remorseless creature. So we may have many, many different experiences. But interestingly, Arjuna here, he asks Krishna, what is your mission? What do you want? I want to know about you. What is your experience? And of course, being the Supreme, Krishna is very experienced. Right? Earlier in the Bhagavad Gita, he mentions that to Arjuna that many lives you and I shared together, but you do not remember them because you were in a different body. But I don't change my body. I remain the same. Satchit Ananda Vigraha. The body of Krishna is eternal. It does not change. Even though he comes to this material world sometimes just to give us his association, just to he has his mission. And so he comes now and then, now and again. He comes, of course, on a regular schedule, but also sometimes, he comes just because it pleases him very much. Sometimes he just wants to experience what the great devotees are experiencing. Because he's always the Lord, right? He's God. And being God, then the problem is you're always God. And it is seen that, interestingly, that the devotees of the Lord, they experience sometimes even greater pleasure than he. And this boggles the mind of Krishna. So that sometimes he decides that he wants to check it out, as we say. He wants to experience that thing for himself. What is it to be a devotee of me? An interesting concept. And Krishna's mission is a mission of mercy. Krishna is very merciful. He's known as Dinabandhu, the friend of the poor. And being in this material world, we're poor. You may amass some wealth, but you can't keep it. Right? You can borrow it for some time, it's like a loan. We all know loans, right? You loan some money, but you can't keep it. Right? You have to pay it back. And then some. Right? So you have to give it back. And that's the whole bewilderment in this world. Yes. So I just find this verse to be so very interesting, because Arjuna gives expression to the very essence of being a devotee. Where is he? Have you seen him? What is he doing? Where is he staying? Although these questions seem amazing when addressing the Supreme Lord, there is actually an answer to all of them. It can be known to some degree. And another thing here is that Arjuna asks Krishna, I want to know about you. What is your mission? And he asks Krishna because only Krishna can give the answer. If you want to approach Krishna, then he has to call you. He has to call you to approach Krishna on your own endeavor is very, very, very difficult. Very difficult. And being Kali Yuga, it's more or less impossible. Maybe in Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, the previous ages of time, maybe someone very, very qualified could do it. A great yogi, a great accomplished yogi might try. But it's so difficult that in the Bhagavad Gita it's not even recommended. One is discouraged from that ascending process. It's not recommended. And then as I was thinking about this, we are now doing online we have a YouTube channel. We're trying to get into the mood of the world, we're trying to reach out. And we're trying also to go deeper into the books that we have, the Vedas, parts of the Vedas, and we're trying to learn. So there's a seminar going on, and it's going on now, and it will go on for some time. And the devotees are going deep into certain books. So the book which is now currently being investigated is the Sri Ishupanishads, one of the Upanishads. And it's a very nice book. And at the very end of that book, there is a very, very beautiful verse. And I would like to read that verse because I find that it correlates nicely with this topic. And there's a particular sentence. Agne Naya Supata Raye Asman. Oh my Lord, please lead me on the right path to reach you. Krishna will get us to Krishna. We need his help. And the only way to get the help of someone very powerful, let's say there is a powerful person and you would like to request their help, well, then you have to approach the person. And like when, say for example, you want to apply for a job, you want a new job. There is a process for applying for a job. You have to write the application, right, and hope that you are invited. And if you are invited, Sri's Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has invited everyone. So everyone is invited. So there's a queue. And you're called. And what do you have to do? Krishna has everything. We have nothing. So what do you have to do? You have to please Krishna. If you want a job, you're sitting in the interview, you have to please the person. If they're very pleased with you, they'll hire you. So you'll have to try to please Krishna. And the process of pleasing Krishna in this day and age is made very simple by Krishna himself, coming as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his associates, the Panchatattva. He reveals a time-old process, but which is renewed for our current time, which is the process of Harinam. Harinam, Harinam, Harinam eva kevalam, khalo, nastyeva, 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 gati anyataha. So for the age of Kali, there is only one process. If you want the attention and help of Krishna, if you want the mercy of Krishna, if you want to know the mission of Krishna, you want to somehow reach out and be protected, somehow reconnect with Krishna. You glorify His name. It's that easy. And particularly by chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And it's very simple, ridiculously simple actually. And we just did it for like an hour, and it's nice, and it's easy, and I don't know about you, but you kind of get a little bit carried away. And when the kirtan stops, there's like a little bit of a inflation, you know, like, what happened? We were flying in the sky. Suddenly our feet touched the ground. Or if you ever came off a boat. Did you ever come off a boat? And when you set your foot on the pier, you still have that wobbling feeling from the waves, right? Yes. The only sane conclusion is that one should somehow engage in this chanting of Hare Krishna. And from this one Upanishad, it is indicated that one should approach Krishna for His help. Then He will help us. And interestingly, in another Upanishad, the Pingala Upanishad, there's a statement, a very interesting statement, that I don't know the Sanskrit, unfortunately, but the statement is that liberation follows investigation. That means interest. Liberation follows investigation. You have to actually take the time to do the work, or it won't happen. And similarly, ignorance is lack of interest. Ignorance is lack of interest. So you have to be interested. And in the beginning, you might even have to try to show some interest. It might not be so easy. And if you think about it, Prabhupada would have a very interesting pronunciation of the word ignorance. Prabhupada would say, ignorance. Ignorance is ignoring Krishna. You ignore Him instead of showing interest. Right? It's a big difference. Right? We all know that if someone shows us a little bit interest, it is very pleasing. And if someone ignores us, now I hear from my son, I have a teenage son. And it's all about social media these days. And there's different words. You have ghosting. Ghosting. That means you send a message, and then the message becomes sent, right? But if you don't enter the message, it will not pop up as read. It will just be sent. And then you're ghosting. Or you might open the message and read it and not reply. And that is called
Reading.
Reading, yes. Then you're just reading. So we're ignoring. Right? So there's something to think about. So I just found this verse to be so nice, to inquire, asking Krishna to somehow turn towards us and throwing His sidelong glance our way. Aww. Krishna. This is very appropriate. This is us. Oh, Krishna, what is your mission? I want to know about you. There's many things that could be said, but I think you got the point, right? So we're here in this place. It might look like an office building. It's not. It's a temple of Krishna. And the devotees, they congregate here to speak about Krishna, to glorify Him, to chant His holy name, and to try to somehow promote Him in this day and age in Norway. I once spoke to one very nice sannyasi. His name is Janananda Goswami. He's very nice. He is British. He's a very nice devotee. And he told me that you can make no way into no way. And I said, don't make it into Oslo. So we're trying our best. So these Sunday programs are going on. We'll have our feast and we'll have our arti. It's just like a regular show. Please come again and bring your friends. Maybe if there are some questions or comments.
So what is the Sanskrit which you said about this investigation?
Pingala, Upanishad. I'll have to search. But you can check, you can Google it. Or Bing, Google. I shouldn't endorse one company.
Brave.
We're online. Pingala, Upanishad. Yes, I only know that one quote. And there are 108 Upanishads.
Is that investigation follow liberation?
Liberation follows investigation, and ignorance is lack of interest. Yes. Anyone else? Nothing?
Yes, so I have a question I wonder because I'm new as well. So I'm just wondering what keep going on Bhakti path.
What's going on?
What keeps us?
What keeps us going on?
To continue without disruption, without falling down.
Well, you need the association of the devotees. It's said, sadhu sangha, sadhu shastra hoy. Lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hoy. So, in the association of devotees, that is where Krishna is to be found. And even one lava matra, which is a Vedic number, it is 1/11th of a second. 1/11th of a second. A lava matra. So even that small, short time period is enough for coming to the point of liberation. So it is found in the sadhu sangha, in the association. So if you want to keep your inspiration, then the best thing is to keep the association of the devotees. I'm not found in the hearts of the yogis. What is that verse?
Navtishtami yogina.
I am to be found where my devotees chant my holy name. Yes, I'm not in the hearts of the yogis. I'm not even in Vaikuntha. You may think I am, but I'm not. Where am I? I'm where my devotees congregate, chant my holy name, to speak about my glories. So you should try as much as possible to just keep that association. Now it's easy, it can be done even online or whatever. Of course, there is some flavor in physical proximity, right? But yes, definitely that. And keep the chanting.
Thank you.
The chanting and the reading, maybe.
Yeah, and I just see that my voice is very up and down. One day is good, I chant good, another day is just
Yes. That's the way of the world, actually. It goes up and down. Like winter and summer seasons, right? Sometimes, I mean, I can vouch for that. Sometimes the mind is in its winter season, you know, it's cold and windy and you're freezing, right? And then suddenly, you know, you wake up and, you know, the flowers are blooming and you're just, you know, life is a dance. But it changes. But the real bhakti yogi, you know, tries to it's the balance between the two. Right? That's the teaching about Buddha. Right? The balance. A balanced life. Didn't we speak about that earlier? Wasn't the previous lecture or the one before that where it was it was the Bhagavatam. We're doing like a morning Bhagavatam class on Wednesday mornings. And it came up in the Bhagavatam that yes, the person who is not too affected by both moroseness or great happiness and has the ability to be balanced in both. That is a real yogi. And this is a real challenge. But and there's no other way. You need the association with the devotees, and we need to chant Hare Krishna. But if we do that, there's a lot of support. Krishna is very powerful. If he wants to support you, there can be no worries. Speaking from personal experience, sometimes the thing with Krishna is that he's not bound by the modes of material nature. He's the Lord of the material energy. So he may use them as he pleases. So sometimes even something which seems to be a very negative situation can turn out to be something of great, great benefit. Right? I have that experience myself. When I had some opulence in my life, my consciousness was really bad. But when I was struck with some inconvenience, some hardships, it's easier to approach Krishna because you really need it. Right? So great devotees, they even pray to Krishna for inconveniences. Do not give me opulence. Give me problems. This is, of course, a very high level of consciousness, but we can take some inspiration. Yeah. Yes?
I see Prabhu have a question, but I would like to share something very quick.
But I think your questions are very nice. You should definitely ask them.
So I just want to try to share something. It's going to be quick. Actually, one of the reasons I got to Bhakti because of the suffering. Not exactly what you say. So when we suffer, so we try to find solution. You cannot find a solution by money, by the high position, by the happy family, because I experienced it doesn't have. So some suffering is Krishna somehow. I mean that suffering is not negative for me. Actually, it helped me to come closer. And also sometimes I feel Krishna is really difficult to approach, but by suffering, by the negativity. So somehow we have to deep reflect and we find some lesson. And that's the way Krishna has. And afterwards, so we just say, oh, Krishna is close and we have help him. Yeah, that's my...
These are very, very deep realizations. You're very lucky to see this with your own eyes. And Krishna is very difficult to approach. Because if he gives bhakti to someone, then he's no longer God. The God aspect disappears. And he becomes bound to that person as a servant. He loves his devotees so much. So once he gives bhakti to someone, therefore he's very, very careful in giving bhakti. He would rather give liberation than bhakti. Because if he gives bhakti, he takes on the responsibility of that person. And because it says in Bhagavad Gita, I will always protect you. Always. Always means eternal. Right? Which is a very long time. Forget about this universe. That's just like a blink of an eye. Eternity. So that's why he keeps bhakti. It said, a very nice verse, my Guru Maharaj, he loved this verse. Say Panchatattva-nidi Prithiviyasya Apurva Prema Kandarena Mudra Katiya Pancha-nidi Lukta Prema Karya Svatana Yata Yata Piya Krishna Bhadya Nukshana. So when Krishna came in Dwapara Yuga, it said that he was a storehouse of transcendental love. But when Krishna came, that storehouse was sealed. It was locked, not accessible, very rarely. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with associates of the Panchatattva, they broke the lock and plundered the storehouse. First, they tasted it to their heart's content, and then they just gave it out profusely to everyone and anyone, not caring for any qualification whatsoever. So of course Krishna is very kind, but you have to approach him. If you sit idly and just wait, you can be lucky. Some prasadam might just fall into your mouth. I know one story. Kurma Prabhu, the great chef, Sakwa Chila Prabhupada, is a very nice cook, very famous in Australia. He had his own TV show and everything. But if you read his book, The Transcendental Adventure, where he reminisces his time in Chila Prabhupada, they were out on Hainam in Australia, chanting and dancing, and he would just, Hare! And a bird shit in his mouth. So you can be lucky. Krishna will just throw some prasadam your way. But the best thing is to approach him. And the best way to approach him is to stay with the devotees, because they can give him to you. Right? So one should always end on a high note, not on a low note. The special mercy. Right. All good? You? Yes? All right. So I think we'll stop here and we'll have our arti and continue with the program. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Sri Prabhu ki jai.
So we'll stand, we'll stack the pillows, and maybe do some dancing.